Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. Welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm gonna be talking a little bit about some heavy stuff, about going through depression, going through hard times, but also how to get through them and what to do with them. Personally, I think I've already said it on this channel before, but I journal a lot, and I thought it would be a good idea to read some of the things that I have written to myself. I kind of did like a mix of some texts I wrote and turned them into something that I can read for you. I know that you don't need me, you can do it all by yourself, but maybe it's something that could help when sometimes we feel so tired and down, and it can just really help to hear someone else's voice tell you the things that your mind and your heart should hear. So first I'm going to read something that I actually sent my friend yesterday. She was not doing okay, and I'm not gonna say anything about her for her privacy, but something that I wrote to her. I think it might be something that's that everyone can recognize themselves in. So I'm gonna read that first, and then I'm going to read the text that I wrote down based on my journal pages. It's very personal, of course. I'm not gonna read my poems yet because that's even more personal, but maybe one day. So enjoy, and mostly just close your eyes and just listen. And you don't have to feel it, you don't have to agree with anything I say, but if it could help you, then I'm already grateful for that. Okay, so I know you sometimes feel really alone there and insecure about yourself. I hope your day can go as carefree as possible, but it's always just day by day. I know I absolutely can't say anything that will make it easier. The bad thoughts you sometimes have about yourself. But what I can do is say that I understand. What you're feeling is so understandable. Really, it's not overreacting, and you're not being dramatic like some might say. You're just struggling. And don't forget the grieving of an old version of you either. Grieving is exhausting, mentally and physically. We all change, from being someone you were in the past to growing up with these new experiences. It's not a small adjustment, it's a blow. Your body and your mind are literally in withdrawal from something that felt comfortable, even if it wasn't good for you. So no, it's not strange that you sometimes feel bad or want to go back to old patterns. You crave that comfort. It doesn't mean you're weak. It just means you're evolving and that you're searching for something to give you that comfort. And I'm actually proud of you for how strong you're handling this. I know how hard it is. You're looking for that comfort even if it's bad for you, but you're also doing what's necessary to heal. And I know you don't see it for yourself. That's not failing. You don't have to do anything right or be strong right now. Sometimes surviving is enough. Continuing is enough. Breathing is enough. And you don't have to go through this alone. I'm here, truly. Even on the days when you can't do anything, say anything, or you can only cry. This won't always hurt this much. And even though right now it feels like it will never stop, it will. And until it gets softer, lean on me. I won't let you fall. I love you. And I truly mean that for the one listening here too. You can do this. Okay? So now I'm going to read the text based on my journal. So yeah, I hope you like it. There are moments in life where it feels like you're standing still while everything else keeps moving. Days blur into each other, hope feels distant, and somehow you start believing you're the only one who feels this way. Like you're trapped inside your own mind, stuck in a place no one else can see. A place where every step feels heavy and every choice feels dangerous. And maybe you wake up every morning already tired, not just physically, but tired of thinking, tired of deciding, tired of hurting, tired of wondering if today will be another mistake. You tell yourself, why can't I just be normal? Why does everything drain me? Why does being around people feel exhausting, but being alone feels unbearable? I want you to hear this clearly. You are not broken. You are not weak. And you are not alone. Feeling depressed doesn't mean you failed. It means you've been fighting longer than anyone ever realizes. It means you've been carrying the weight without enough rest. It means you've been surviving. And yes, sometimes it feels like hope disappears. Like every time you stand up, life pulls you back down again. That cycle of feeling okay for a moment, feeling motivated, feeling powerful, and then falling back into the dark. That's brutal. But falling back does not erase your progress. It does not mean you're back at the start. It just means you're human. Let me tell you something very important. Feeling lost, it does not mean that you're going the wrong way. Sometimes feeling lost just means that you're shedding an old version of yourself that no longer fits. The truth that no one tells you is that your mind is actually way more powerful than you think. People always look for these methods to help you that are outside of you, like pills or I don't know, your mind is way more powerful, and not because it's always kind. It's not. Your mind can truly be your biggest critic, but because it believes what it repeats. The thoughts you hear every day, the thoughts that you keep repeating to yourself, they become the lens through which you see your reality. And not because they're true, but because they're familiar. And that's the comfort I talked about in my previous text. Depression kind of trains the mind to focus on lack, on fear, on failure. And it narrows your vision until the world just feels small and hopeless. But here's where the awakening begins. You may not control every thought, but you can learn to notice which ones you follow. Every thought just kind of flies by in your mind, and you can choose which you hold on to, which you grab, which you give your attention to. Let's just say that what you consistently focus on, that will grow stronger. And this is not just like some motivational talk or anything. It's just neuroscience. Your brain builds pathways based on attention, and the more you let's just say, the more you walk a thought, the more clear that path becomes. And sometimes you're not walking the right path, but you keep repeating it to yourself that you don't realize it. And that means something powerful. It shows you that you are not your thoughts. You're the one listening to them. And the moment that you realize it, even just for a second, you can take back that control. I've been trying some things out recently that have to do with manifestation. And I know some might think, oh no, she's one of those spiritual guys. And truly, I don't know if you've ever tried it, but it changed my life. Personally, I think it genuinely didn't just change my life, it saved my life. It gave me the chance to save my own life. Manifestation it's not about pretending that everything is fine. And it's actually just about choosing where your energy goes, even when things are not. It's about asking yourself, like, what can I do today with what can I do today that aligns with what I want, with the life I want, with who I want to be, and not with the underlying fear that I feel. And sometimes that action is small. It's just getting through the day. It's resting without guilt. And it's just saying and realizing, I'm still here. I'm still going. And that counts. It really does. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to feel confident to move forward. You just need to not give up. And you know why? Because dreams, they don't die when you're depressed. They don't. They wait. They get buried under all of the sadness. But there's nothing stopping you from digging inside of yourself and finding those dreams again. Finding that little kid in you. And you can. I promise you can. I know it's hard, but you can. Your dreams wait for the moment that you remember who you are beneath that pain. And it's important that you realize that being sad does not mean you're failing. It means you care. It means you're sensitive. It means you feel things deeply, and that's actually a beautiful thing. It's not a weakness, sweetheart. It's not. It's really not. In a world that often feels cold, it's not a weakness. One day, not suddenly, not magically, but it will come gradually. You will look back and you will realize that this season didn't destroy you. It actually built you. It shaped you. It deepened you. It prepared you. So, if all you can do today is breathe. Just breathe. It's okay. That's enough. If all you can do is keep going quietly, then just keep going. You don't need to do more. You're not behind. You're not late. And your story is far from over. It's actually just the beginning, because every day you're still becoming. And that's enough for today. Each day is a new day, a new phase of becoming. And I think it's important that you realize that you're capable of much more than you think. Okay? Those are kind of the things that I wrote down. I think I'm just gonna do some relaxing sounds now to end this video with, to not make it too heavy. I hope someone got something out of this. These are also like the journal things that I wrote like the past couple of weeks, so it's not that far, because I've been writing I think for 3 years now. I have so many books, I have so many journals that it's crazy. But it's also beautiful, because you can see the evolution. Like my first journals are just full of dark thoughts and sadness and everything. And I feel like I can really see when it started changing. And it didn't just change, I chose it. I chose to change. And that's, I think, the biggest truth in life. You need to choose to get better. And that sucks. It sucks because the moment you feel your weakest is the moment that the world demands of you to be your strongest. But I keep believing that was for a reason. I felt this way so that I can help other people later. And I think you just gotta keep believing in yourself. And the bad thoughts will still be there. Believe me, they will. Right now I'm making this video and I have this little voice in my head saying, what are you doing? This is stupid. Everyone's gonna laugh at you, or no one's gonna watch your videos. Look at that ridiculous mask. The voice will always be there. But the magic lies in do it anyway. I much rather fail at something and get back up again than regret not trying it. And I think that's the mindset to get you far in life. I don't know where I will end up, but I know that I won't give up until I get exactly to the place where I feel like I belong. And maybe I won't get there, but then at least I tried. And I hope I can make a big change in the world, but mostly change in myself. So yeah, sorry that it got this deep again. No, actually, I'm not sorry. I still gotta learn to let go of the apologizing, let go of the people pleasing. I know some of you have the same. So no, I'm very much not sorry, but I do hope that you enjoyed. And yeah, I'm just gonna try out some. I have this like gum thing with me, and I thought it might make some nice sounds. So yeah, I'm gonna try it out. I think I'm gonna end the video here.